Welcome back
We're here.
to the smoking section. And today, Corey, we're talking about...
Our summer smokes that we enjoy.
It's summertime. Obviously, like, the best time of year to smoke. All times of year are great.
Yes.
But summer's a little greater than the rest,
It
in
is,
my opinion.
yes.
So, we're gonna smoke one of each of our picks, but we're also going to talk about some others that we would recommend. So, what are you smoking today? What are you lighting up to smoke?
I'm going to light up the EP Carrillo Allegiance.
Okay.
Just a great medium bodied stick. You get some nuttiness to it. It's medium to full. It kind of smokes more on the medium side.
Nice.
It actually, they say you could pair it with an ice mocha to start your day. Is actually one that they say you could pair it with. That I haven't tried. I'm sure will.
we're gonna have to do a coffee episode at some point.
Yes, I would agree.
Yeah, we'll do ice. You can do the ice mocha.
Yeah.
I'll be doing a pour over.
This is more midday for me, not necessarily a morning stick for me, but afternoon stick. Light this one up. It's got a decent flavor to it, so it's enough to keep you puffing on it. I don't want it too light, you know.
Mm-hmm. What are you noticing about the? Obviously, it's got this is a My Father.
Yep,
made?
My Father brand. It had the foot band on there. Nice oily stick still. I mean, box pressed.
Yeah, it's got a little shape to it.
Yep, yeah.
And can you explain? I don't think we ever explained this on the show. What box pressed means? What are people when we say box pressed? What are you getting there?
Sure, they're just. I mean, the box they come in basically. They're just placing all their sticks in there, and that basically sets their there's no extra space in that box. It's basically pressing them all together. You just get a tight wrap on it.
A little bit more of a square profile.
Yeah,
too.
yep. So less round. Like in the bundles, the sticks will stay in their round form. Or in some boxes, they'll put them in a circular in the square box, and they keep their square form. Whereas these ones are all edged, square, pressed firmly against the sides of the box. So there's no extra room in there.
Nice. So while you light up, I'll explain what I've got and a few things about it. So I've got the Rocky Patel Edge Maduro in Toro, and one, I love Maduro cigars, and for me, in the summertime, the place where I'm smoking most is out on my patio, and having the Edge, these are incredibly affordable. Very, very affordable. So, in the summertime, you might have one cigar every single night, or at least I will.
Yeah.
And then on a Sunday or a Saturday, maybe I'm doing two. So when it comes to that, having an affordable, reliable Maduro, I love a good Cabernet with my cigars. I think that's been well established at this point. So having a Maduro stick that is a very approachable price point is just cash money to me.
Yeah.
So here we go, getting that lit. What are you noticing on your first few puffs of that Casa Carrillo over there?
Right away, it's just really, nutty. I get a lot of nuttiness right away from it. Even like first smell when you get these, it's like a gingerbread almost smell when you pull these out of the box. You get that kind of gingerbread spice to it.
Nice. The first thing I notice about these Rocky Patels is that they've got incredibly easy and even to light.
Oh yeah.
And then the draw is really, really easy on these. Really like the draw. And yeah, the smoke quality. Looks like you've got some nice thick smoke going over there as well.
Yeah. Delicious.
So what does summer look like for you, Corey?
Summer, other than work?
Well, you got some pretty exciting personal news. Your son just got his permit.
Just got his permit, so I'll be out in the car riding around with him, hopefully surviving.
So, as a father, my kids are not of driving age yet. What do you recommend in terms of helping your kid learn to drive? Any lessons you've learned along the way that we could pass on? That this might be some.
Just starting. I'm just starting with it, but I'd assume a lot of patience is going to be involved with it, and not getting too frustrated because most driving he's had is a four-wheeler or a golf cart. So time to take it slow behind the car, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
And my kids are starting soccer next week, which I learned something. I don't know if you went through this experience, but they wanted to play and start practicing, whatever. So we started playing some pickup games.
Okay.
Kids are fast.
They are fast.
Kids are fast.
Yeah, we've slowed down.
I was like, I woke up the other morning. We had this big met some buddies at the park. Had this big game, and then the next morning, my wife's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I don't know.
You were feeling
I
it.
genuinely don't know. It's like I think I need to go sit in my sauna for a minute and just refresh. Yeah. Like this was brutal." So yeah, it's summer's a great time, but summer's also a great time to have cigars.
Yep.
So I've established I'm a evening, like this time of year, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. is for me perfect cigar time.
Yep.
Because it's still sunny. My kids at least are in bed at that point. When are you smoking your cigars?
Probably that 8. If I'm at home during the week, 8:30, I'm out on my patio. I'll have a stick then if it's night's unwinding and it's a nice night out. Otherwise, weekends, I try to find the end of a dock somewhere. Enjoy a little bit of sun and just kind of sit out at the end and just listen to all your surroundings, basically, and then really enjoy that stick with no one else chirping in.
Now, everyone talks about going to the lake.
Sure.
But they all mean a specific lake. What's your lake? Take
My
us to
lake,
your lake.
I go to Ida.
Okay.
So I'm on the Minnesota side, out by Cormorant Village and all that. But there's probably 15 lakes all within one another right there. So it's kind of its own community out there. And you get out to that area and you just feel like you're in a different place than being in town.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Yep.
For sure. I haven't picked a lake yet.
Yeah? No, you haven't picked one?
No.
There's a few ponds around here.
There's a few ponds around here. What my kids really like right now, and one day they'll actually want to swim, but as toddlers, the thing I'll do that actually folds really well into smoking, because I've got a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 7-year-old, and an 8-year-old. I should probably learn their names. We'll do something called Daddy Sprinkler.
Okay.
So what I can do is I'll have the spray handle of the hose in one hand, a cigar in the other, and I'll sit it on an Adirondack chair. And, whether it's like we'll play hide and seek where they have to hide.
Yep.
And then when I find them, I just put it on, the stream, and I'll just get it over there and tag them a little bit, like, got you. Or we'll do jump rope with the hose where they have to jump over the thing, or the rain shelter where they have to take whatever in the yard and build a rain shelter, and then
you're just spraying them.
I'm just spraying them. It's
tough job.
Endless entertainment for them.
Yep.
And honestly, really low effort parenting for me, and I get a big kick out of it. So
one scene that pops into my head is Billy Madison when he's just spraying the kid with the hose. I hope that's not how your fun's going.
No. I'm kind to my
Yeah,
children.
that's good.
I'm rather
That's
fond
good.
of them. I'm rather fond of them. You can't help but be fond of your own kids.
No, exactly. Yeah, they're you. They're a product of you.
Absolutely. Now, on the professional side, congrats on a successful penny sale.
Thank you.
What was it? What was a recap? How did the penny sale go? What were the favorites? What are people going to be drinking this summer in the wine world?
A lot of our cabs, obviously, are always a big seller right away. The Method going pretty quick. Anything coming out of Napa always goes right away. But there's a lot of Sauvignon Blancs that the summer buyers buy. So that's tends to be usually that or Pinot Grigio tend to be your summer wines.
Sure.
So a lot of that stuff was going. Then this sale too, and the spring sale, we see a lot more of your sweet wines go than we do in fall. So fall, you're getting more of your heavier red wines, and summertime, you're bringing out all the white wines.
Now, a few puffs in, how's the Carrillo treating you?
Just as I remember.
What flavors you getting on that?
It's still staying true to just nutty, a slight leather, but not much. It's more just a creamy nutty, really, really smooth stick for the most part. Like I said, like it's supposed to be a medium heavy, but yeah, it always smokes more towards that medium for me. So.
Nice. This guy, it's weird to say this is an easy smoking Maduro, but the draw is really, really open on this particular stick, which I like. And then every other flavor in there is very, very subtle. So a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of leather, and it pairs. I've got the Grand Noir cab going here, which is my go-to cab. The method is nice, not an everyday wine for me, but this I just love how these two play off of each other. It's like if you ever have had chocolate and a dark chocolate and then a sip of red wine. Like the berry notes kind of come through, and you get that that smoldering cacao flavor. Yeah, the Rocky Patels, they do it really well for me. And we always have these nice big boxes of them just available. So this also has a foot wrapper on it. This is the gold wrapper, and I love the Edge cigar. What else did you bring in terms of recommendations for summer smokes? What do you got? Let's go pick one.
I got the Don Pepin Vegas Cubano.
What do you like about that cigar?
So that's almost like it's a little lighter than this stick. Once again, in my wheelhouse with the earthy notes. Like that's where I go towards. Smell like a barn, I'm in. Like most people aren't going that route, but that just tends to be what I enjoy in mine.
Do you know why you enjoy that flavor?
I don't know. I mean, probably just growing up Midwest outside all the time, when you catch that fresh grass smell or catch any of those notes, like that's kind of what it reminds you of, and just growing up subtleties, I guess.
I should note that we were potentially going to film this episode outside, which would fit for summer, and as we were about to film, it started raining.
The little sun rain.
Yeah, and we can't, there's a lot of electric stuff that we're using right now, so we can't go outside in the rain. But right now it smells, I love that smell after a rain.
Oh, the dew and like fresh rain, yes.
So good. Now, have you cut your lawn yet?
Have I? How many times?
How many times?
Yeah. We had a good rain the other week, so I think I've done it 4 times now.
Nice. Okay. So I'm regrowing the grass in my backyard after some construction last fall. So that is currently, haven't mowed that, but I did get everything else mowed. Yeah. I love mowing. Do you smoke while you mow your lawn?
Not typically. I just got a push mower, so mine's usually, if I had a bigger yard and a rider, I'd probably enjoy one, but that's being in another world by itself. That's like having a stogie to me, is mowing the grass. It's just take yourself out of whatever you're doing, and now you're doing that for a little bit, and I tend to block everything else out and get the yard mowed. Then when I'm done, that's a good hour of just reflecting on your week.
Well, they're both very meditative activities.
It is.
Which is
just
good,
repetition,
good in the summertime.
yes.
We this will come out before this, but we sat and talked with Todd from My Father, and he was mentioning that the My Father factory, where I believe your cigar is produced, they take December off. Yeah. And what occurred to me, I didn't mention this, but what occurred to me is that would be their summer. Like imagine Christmas in the middle of the summertime in Nicaragua. That would be phenomenal if you could do both the holidays and the summer break. I suppose July, though, must be a little bit more miserable for them because they're getting their winter. But well, for my first other stick is very different than what we typically feature on the show. But these Montecristo yellows. I'll show these in some B-roll here. But some buddies and I have a standing poker night, and at poker night, these will come out.
Okay.
I think we'll go through a whole tin of them in one evening. People like them because you never know when the game's going to end.
Yep.
And people will just, you get your cigar going, a little cigarillo, and if you have 2, 3, 4, 5, I mean, that's not even, you're not even close to the equivalent of one of these in terms of volume.
Yep.
But it's a real easy smoke, very flavorful, goes with anything.
It does, yeah.
And great summer cigar, especially if you're just like going for a walk. The Montecristo. So these are a nice little pack. The little Montecristo yellows here are very, very nice. So that would be my second recommendation for a summer cigar. What do we have going on Happy Harry's wise this summer?
With Blues Fest coming up, it's just at the Newman Outdoor Field. That's where we'll have a little stand. Probably have like 10, 15 different cigars out there to choose from. We kind of have some low to high profile ones out there, just trying to get a good mix of things for everyone out there.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the really popular sticks out there are like the CAO tins, like the flavored ones. So then you get a lot of the people that smell the cigar in the air and they're like, I'd really like to try something, but they're not usually smoking a cigar. So those really gravitate to those people. Like, I mean, you got some of this Bella Vanilla, like there's a cherry one. So all those like flavored ones, and especially when you light those and you smell those flavors too, those are also drawing in the people that don't smoke either, and they're just because they just smell really delightful. Basically.
Sure. Yeah.
But that's a really fun event out there, just to be outside with all the people and live music and just walk around. It's just a good time. So
Absolutely. Well, I'm excited to see what you and Only put on the table. Obviously, the CAOs will be out there, and that's deep summer. So is there?
Yeah, we have Rib Fest coming up as well. No stogie stand out there, but
Oh no.
but plenty of ribs. So a lot of food out there. That's a huge event for us. We'll have our hospitality tent out there. We'll a lot of good bands going out there. We got Smash Mouth this year coming out there.
Wait. You've got Smash Mouth coming to Rib Fest.
That should be a good time.
That's going to be a great time.
I think they'll draw a big crowd out there.
Smash Mouth coming to Rib Fest.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to get every millennial who
Basically,
grew up watching
yes.
Shrek.
Yep.
For sure. Now they're going to play All Star, I hope.
I would assume that's going to be on there.
It's got to be either like the encore
Yes.
or damn close to the encore. That'll be a lot of fun. Well, I remember seeing Nitty Gritty Dirt Band at Rib Fest, and I thought that was a big deal.
Yep.
But Smash Mouth is on a whole nother level. Do you have there's different seasons of summer. Do you have different cigars that sort of fit in the pocket of early summer, midsummer, than that late, like August, September summer cigar?
Yeah, I mean, heat plays a big factor into my stick I'm picking for the day, I guess.
Okay.
I don't want to do anything too heavy for a day smoke or something. Like, I'm not doing a triple Maduro for my noon 98 degrees, knock you on your butt and go to bed by 4. But so I mean, I really enjoy a good Habano wrap during these warmer summers. Connecticut during the peak of its day, if I'm gonna have one, if I'm out on the golf course at noon, I might try to find a good Connecticut to try. And that's not even something I usually gravitate towards, is a Connecticut, but I just know that's gonna go with my day a little bit better and not drag me down,
Yeah. The Connecticut's we've smoked on here, I really enjoyed, even though I'm usually completely on the other end of the spectrum.
Yep.
Like, I'm a big fan of Maduros. And Connecticut's for me are really good for like walking. So like evening walks, or right now, honestly, we're kind of peaking out at 70, which most of the country is already.
They stay a little airy, which is nice.
They do, do, and you're not going to. They're not going to. Some cigars have this very powerful, very pleasant turn in the middle where the intensity ratchets up a little bit, and then if you're getting into that lower third, like they get real intense. Don't have that problem with Connecticut's.
No, yeah. It's not like it's turning into a Maduro on that footnote,
No.
Whereas some of these, like this will tend to get a little darker, a little heavier as you get down to the bottom of it. I mean, this will start out nutty, and this is gonna slowly turn into a dark chocolate, basically.
Yeah. Which worked out because we've got this weird. Yesterday would have been perfect for outside Connecticut cigar. Today, though, got a little bit of rain. It's a little cooler out. I think it's like 50 to 60 in here about.
Yeah.
So good choice for today.
This is a good choice.
Yeah. Yeah, the draw. I think what makes this a good summer cigar, this Rocky Patel, is how easy the draw is. I've mentioned that before, but you aren't really having to pull hard on this.
No, and for being under $10 stick, look how nicely that's burning.
Yeah, incredibly evenly. Never had a bad edge They are probably, I think, the best, one of, if not the best, I would say, value sticks. I mean, we were talking with Todd about how when you see how many people touch a cigar and how many hands it takes to grow the tobacco, pick it, dry it, cure it, devein it, inspect it. The fact that Rocky Patel can put out such a high quality product at such a price point is incredibly impressive.
Almost baffling.
Yes, yes. Well, I mean, at some point I'd love to do one of these from a factory or from a wherever, but yeah, this is
Walk through, yeah.
This is a little bit of a wonder to me in just what quality you're getting at the price point. And then, you smoke 7 of these a week, that's not going to set you back.
No, yeah.
You could easily, 7 cigars could easily put you well into the $200 category if you're not careful. But in a week, you won't even cross $100 paying for all these. So I think summer is a great time for value and volume in a cigar. So that's a thought. Now, what are people drinking this time of year? I just had the penny sale, obviously. How did Busch Apple go in your store? Can we talk about Busch Apple for a second?
Was it in the store?
Yeah.
that went very fast.
Yeah, so. Can you explain to people what's going on with Busch Apple?
Yeah, so they did a limited release on it, and we got all our cases in, and basically day one, all the 30 packs were see you later after day one.
Yeah.
They got some more packages in some different sizes that kind of hung around for a couple more days, but the hype behind Bapples, as everyone would call it, was a big ordeal. So I don't even know if they knew they were gonna sell that much as they did right away.
It seems like Anheuser-Busch got caught a little bit by surprise.
They did. I mean, we sold a lot, and people are still wanting it. So
I've heard from Greg that there is more coming.
Yep. I'm not sure on how much will be coming, but they did say we will be getting another drop. So expect that one to leave just as fast. So if you see it in the store and you're looking for it, that's your time to get it.
And I will say that what we do, I think Bapple might be one of the unique things, but we do put out on our social media. So if you don't follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, if you're not on there, you won't see it, but we do put out an announcement video that we've got Busch Apple.
Sure.
So when you see that, that's your cue.
Yep.
If you want it, drive to the store, get it, because what we'll do is we don't like to leave up advertisements for products that aren't available.
Yep.
So if that product goes away, we take the video down.
Oh, sure. Perfect.
Yeah. So that's how, if you don't see a Bapple thing live on Instagram or Facebook, it's because we're out.
We're out, yeah.
But where did that come from? Do you know much about why people what's resonating about Bapple so much?
I guess just an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
I guess so.
You figure 1 Busch Apple a day.
There you go. There you go. And we are very health conscious up here.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think it's just really refreshing. I mean, it's a light beer, and with that apple taste to it, it just sets itself off a little bit different, and it's really refreshing, and people really enjoy it.
I remember they did peach one year.
Yeah.
That was also quite popular. But apple seems to have been another level beyond the peach.
So this year they'll release a lime as well.
Really?
Yep. So it'll be Busch Lime.
That's going to be interesting.
Yep. So I think that'll do well too. I mean, obviously all the lime beers do great. People are putting lime wedges in beer forever. So
absolutely. And then the next level, if you want to get crazy, is lime wedge Tabasco.
Tabasco
in a summer beer.
All right.
No,
Sweet heat.
Yeah, it's kind of like you get like Michelada vibes on it.
Yep.
So, the classic one is a Corona.
Okay.
So you take your Corona, you have 1 or 2 sips just to clear that neck, and then you go in with your 1, 2, 3, could do 5 or 6 dashes if you're kind of feeling like a spicy boy. Get your lime juice in there, thumb on the top, little roll around just to kind of get everything incorporated. Sure. That sounds good. If we were to do a summer drink, that's a great summer drink.
All right.
Have a few of those with taco night or whatever. Good times.
I've been enjoying the tequila with a little bit of heat behind it. There's been a lot of jalapeno tequilas that are coming out, or like mango shada tequila that came out, which is mango habanero, and You can make a marg, or you can put it on the rocks or something. But that's just something a little different that you get that sweet heat from, and you get that sweet right away, and then you're just definitely followed by the heat. And
that'd be phenomenal.
And they're really nice. I've been enjoying those. I think this summer I'll probably make a few cocktails with those.
Actually, I should probably make Tyler and I should talk, and we should do like a hot margarita breakdown.
Yeah.
Because typically, not that it's a lot of work, but if you want to like impulse have a spicy margarita, you can't super quickly make your own jalapeno simple syrup.
No.
Like that's like you need about an hour of preparation to get that done. So that's really nice. Do any brands come to mind of like what a good like a tequila you'd recommend that has like that mango habanero?
I think 21 Seeds should have one.
21 Seeds. Oh, they got a lot of good flavored tequilas.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be a good one to use. Or like I said, that mango shada. That'd be a good one to use.
Well, typically we have burrito bowl night once a week, and that's when I always whip out. That's the Centera I've talked to you about.
Sure, yep.
Or if I'm feeling fancy, get the Lalo in there. But yeah, 21 Seeds or the mango. I'll have to try that. I've not tried that, but that is something I'm definitely going to be looking into. Because the spicy margs, hot summer. The spice is nice because it also helps you, kind of keeps you alert.
Yep.
Yeah. So fantastic. What's the third summer cigar you've got for us, Cory, that you would recommend? So we did the Don Pepin. So we got this beautiful blue.
Yeah, it's the same brand actually. So Don Pepin, this is their original blue wrap. This would be the end of your night. Basically, sit around the campfire, finish your night on this one.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more full-bodied, but it's gonna sink you into your chair probably a little bit at that end of the night, and it'll just relax you a little bit more. A little bit heavier stick to it, but still decent. You're not gonna be sitting around the fire super long with this size one either, but definitely enjoyable.
For my end of the night cigar, Liga number 9 in Belicoso.
Yep.
Now, what I like about this as opposed to the double Corona is that I like to do sauna and a cold plunge before I go to bed. Really helps me sleep. So because this is a similar gauge but a much shorter length, that saves me 45 minutes.
Yes, yeah.
Which
that double Corona does take a little bit, but let me tell you what, you spark that one, you're finishing that stick because it's so good.
Well, and I would, if I in the winter time when I'm having the double Corona, I'll light that around 8 o'clock. Well, I'm there until 10.
Yeah.
And not, that's one where you kind of debate, when am I putting this down? When am I putting this down? When am I, like, you're getting down to like holding it.
You're pinching it, yeah.
But, so that gets me 45 minutes back, still get all that flavor, and then I can go hop in the sauna, do the cold plunge, and then I sleep like a baby.
Yeah.
Like the nicotine plus the heat plus the cold. For me, that's I love doing contrast stuff in the summer. You talked about the lake. I used to live on Rice Lake in Wisconsin, so I was always in the water. And it's cold. It's a deep lake, so you get cold and you get outside, and it was like 85, 90, and I love that about summers. You can get such rich extreme temperature differences.
Yep.
Like you ever gone sailing?
I haven't been sailing.
I gotta take you sailing. Sailing is so much fun. Actually, I don't know if I could smoke a cigar while sailing. Depends on how big the boat is.
I was gonna say it'd be tough.
It'd be tough. But
manning some strings while you're smoking. My neighbor out at the lake's got a sailboat, and she seems like it'd be quite the work to have a stogie in your mouth doing it.
Now, do you boat at all at the lake?
Just pontoon. So
you can smoke like.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Yep.
What's an ideal day at the lake for you? Well, break me down. Like you're at the lake. What's the perfect thing? Go through what you're smoking, what you're drinking, and what you're doing.
I mean, ideal if I'm waking up out there, get a good mimosa in to start your morning about 10 o'clock. It's I tend to sleep in out there if I can a little bit, even though mornings are kind of the best time of the day. I do enjoy a lot of my mornings, but you don't get to sleep in too much, so.
Yeah.
So I'll do that. I'll hang out. If it's noon 1 and if I'm ready to have a stogie in that, I go right to the end of my dock. I'll light up that stogie, and I'll face my chair out so my feet hover above the water. Ooh. And then you just kind of sit there staring out at the water with nothing on the mind, and that's perfect relaxation for me.
Do you get that little bit of like cool air that sort of
Yep.
laps your feet off
Yep.
the lake?
So you get that cool air, but then you get basically the sun amplified, so your body's just soaking in all the rays right away, so you get all that warmth. Then about 1, 2 o'clock, you're about ready to jump in the water to cool down a little bit. And maybe that's about your time you kick in and crack a beer or something. Then look for your next stogie if you're going to continue on.
Yeah. Well, that would be, I mean, when I'm out,
I mean, that's ideal.
that's ideal. When I'm camping, cigars are great because they also serve as natural mosquito repellent. And if you had to choose between
Yes.
a nice Maduro cigar and soaking your skin in DEET,
Yes.
it's like I'm picking the cigar
Every time,
single time. And then, of course, you know, my wife or my kids want to be around me. It's kind of like a good, if they kind of realize like, oh, the mosquitoes aren't bothering John for some reason. It's like, yeah, come on over, hang out, enjoy a little secondhand.
Yeah.
You know, the nice thing about cigars is they produce such beautiful, delicious secondhand smoke that people can just enjoy the aroma and be around you, and it's all good. It's a very
You can smell a good stogie too. When you walk into the room, you can kind of smell what's going on a little bit.
well. We're filming this in our studio, which also happens to be at my house. My neighbors will, you know, walk by while we're filming, and they'll be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
smelled good,
Yeah.
smelled real good coming out of there."
Yep.
But yeah, this is if you're just I'll say this if you're just getting into cigars or you're thinking about trying cigars, summer is a great time because there can be a lot of overhead if you want to start smoking in the winter, whether it's a heated garage, whether you're doing a negative pressure room in your house. That can be a lot of work.
Oh yeah.
In the summertime, though, the world is your oyster.
Yep.
Anywhere.
Yep.
Anywhere. So that's my recommendation. If you're going to smoke cigars, summer is a great time to start.
Yep. Well, it all depends on where you live.
Fair enough. That's
Yeah,
fair. That's true.
I don't mind. Fall cigars to me are excellent. I like a cool 60-degree light up a stogie. Like those just go flannel shirts and stogies. Like start a football season. Like for me, that's prime cigar smoking for me. And then obviously, then you slowly work your way into the machine shop as the temperature drops and you can't be outside anymore. But got to do what you got to do, right?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, I mean, everybody around here, I think, owns several different layers of
Yes.
knit, flannel, and then you got your chunky sweaters.
Yep.
And I mean, Happy Harry's also, there's tons of great sweatshirts that we have
Yep.
on sale. Do you guys have your sweatshirts right inside the store at 53rd?
Yeah, we have them. They're right on the backside along our beer. We have a rack set up there with some Nike hoodies and then some of our retro hoodies right now.
The retro hoodies are nice.
Yeah, they are. They're really nice.
the
They're really popular.
Well,
I think we've seen you on a video with one on before.
I have, yes. I got stolen. You know how.
Well, you know where to find some more.
I know how to find some more.
That's how good it is. People want it.
Yes. It's I'm trying to think if it was my buddy or my wife who stole it from me. It was someone took it as the way that these things will go. And also my daughter's loving her Happy Harry's baseball cap.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you're repping. She prefers pink,
sure.
but
Yeah, we got a few color options. These are really nice. What are they? They're like $6.99 in the store, $7 hat, like pretty cheap.
yeah, and it's going to keep a little sun off your head.
Yep.
So summer is a great time for Happy Harry's merch. Maybe we'll just say that.
Yep.
It's a great time for Happy Harry's merch. So summertime cigars, pretty good. Anything else you want to add about what's going on with Happy Harry's this summer, or stuff people should be looking at us for?
Just keep your eye out. I mean, there's always new things coming into the store every week. There's always new drink recipes being created. I mean, look on our online there, you'll always see some new recipes popping up, and it's always just fun to try new things. Like everyone always gets into that same groove of drinking their same thing, but I mean, be a little different this summer and try some different things. You'll be surprised and the amount of things you actually enjoy and like. And like I'm not a huge gin guy, but I don't know if you've had long drinks before.
No.
They're just a gin drink that's pre-made in a can, and they're just really delicious. They taste like a Fresca, just a citrusy gin. And like and that's really refreshing for summer. And like those have been really popular lately.
Yeah.
Basically, our whole RTD section, the ready to drink stuff, that's just pre-made in cans.
Yeah.
That section's really been booming lately. So your carbless, your high noon, your refrescas,
Yeah.
all of that stuff is just flying.
They've got watermelon carbless now, and I've heard really, really good
Yeah,
things about that.
new flavor just came out.
And then I think they're also doing a sample pack.
Oh, yep.
So if you want to get into RTD, some ready to drink stuff, the carbless sampler pack is probably a pretty good place to start. Is there a new hard lemonade that just came out? Who's doing a hard lemonade? I don't think I'm making that up.
High Noon has Lucky Dog out.
Yes.
Yep, and that was the new product by High Noon, and that one's been doing really well.
Is that Dave Portnoy? Did he do it?
I think that is Dave. Yep.
Yes. He's a master marketer. I think
He is a master of market.
Yeah. Are you a pizza guy?
I am a pizza guy. I don't know if I can go to his level, but
What's your go-to pizza in the summertime?
Dwayne's in town is always my go-to, I guess.
For sure.
Dwayne's or Sammy's, apparently they have had a feud forever in Fargo.
Nice.
But they taste very identical.
Yeah. Yeah. Deeks here, a lot of people swear by Deeks.
Yep.
My kids, I made a huge tactical error. Like one time early in their lives, we had pizza night and we had rhombus guys.
Oh, sure.
So now they always expect rhombus.
Oh, yeah.
Pizza.
And rhombus guys is great too.
Delicious
and
pizza.
we have frozen rhombus guys in our stores.
That's correct,
Those,
we do.
Those are really good too. Probably one of the better frozen pizzas you'll have.
Absolutely. Well, it's funny we mentioned Dave Portnoy and High Noon during COVID, which was already 5 years ago, which feels, I don't know, blink. 5 years just flew by. But he reviewed the Rhombus Guys frozen pizza. Gave it a pretty high score.
Barstool cheese, we have that one in our store for a frozen one even. So they have like this little seasoning powder they put on there. This kind of sets it off from a normal cheese pizza, which is delicious. And I get that one for my kid because he's a little picky eater, but really likes that one.
And honestly, nothing better than a late night frozen pizza in the summertime. So we hope, I think we speak for both of us, we want to see you guys in the stores. Come check out the cigars. There's cool stuff coming down the pike.
Yeah.
We got a preview. We had a preview of some products that are coming into the humidor that are going to be pretty exciting. And enjoy your cigars this summer. So, Cory, thanks for being here.
You got it. Thanks for having me.